Great to have you with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Missouri Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. So Missouri's offense will go on the attack first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you
breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. And they're able to get him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll move the tight end. Pulls and fires complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got it.
Maybe some headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. Off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Arch Manning. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Manning on play action. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Here's Arch to throw. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Manning from the gun on third down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows.
There's a little room there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing, his contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running inside. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They give it to him again. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here's Manning to throw. Sends it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Looking for a crease. It's Smothers.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession...
Caught, and he's got room. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Pribula. He was only in this offense for a year. And, David, they go to Oxford to bring in Austin Simmons. And they've got a quarterback who, like Pribula, can throw it, but can run it as well and hurt you with his athleticism.
Well, and so interested to watch Austin Simmons. And sometimes it's just the right fit, the right spot. We've seen some great highs from him. But obviously, Trinidad comes in, takes his job. He's on the bench. He has to find a new location, new life, and a good offense with a good run game. Let's see what Austin Simmons can do.
First play of the period, first down here. Off the left side, it's Hardy. Spins away from the defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They go right back to him. Inside the 30. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to... Not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
To the air, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Throwing Simmons. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. The run inside. It's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
Arch is going to throw for it. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Fourth down, Manning. He's got him. Makes the grab and room to run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Manning completes it in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback. Better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They're working that left side, and a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They go play action with Simmons. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Here's a give to Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Simmons to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. To throw, Manning. Finds his man, it's Smothers. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. On the left side, here's Coleman. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smothers. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This will likely be the last play of the half. Hart's going to spin it again. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, checking in with Coach Sarkisian at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Throwing Manning. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the...
Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Again, it's Hardy. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and take...
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
Just ran over it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Simmons. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more.
Maybe a crease. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Hardy again. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
31, Texas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the ground, it's Smothers. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback making checks. Here's Arch to throw. The short hands. It's Wingo. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Manning with a play fake. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
So now it's 2nd and long. They go play action with Manning. Now adjusting. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's Manning to throw. Release to the back. That's reeled in. It's Smothers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup, and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Going for 6. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! The AT unit on the field.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
31, Texas 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning.
Finding some room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing Simmons. Got his man. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll give it to Hardy. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
From the red zone, it's Roberts. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. And they will score! Touchdown, Tigers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Texas sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Quarterback making adjustments. Arch Madness. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Third down from the gun, Manning. He's going for it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Complete downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
On the move from inside his 5, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. But the big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Motion from the wideout. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Texas offense. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little, too late? With the catch, it's Wingo. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the 30-yard line on first down. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Here's Simmons to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Roberts. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a...
He'll take a deep shot here. Goes high to pull it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a... by this defense to get the football.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have 1 or 2 and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in 2 games.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Quarterback Keith. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision.